Welcome, students. We are discussing the chapter Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. In the previous part, we have seen what is the meaning of freedom for Nelson Mandela when he was a childhood, when he became a young man, okay, when he was a student. What is the meaning of freedom for him? We have seen. At last, we see that people were in need of basic and honorable freedom of potential, marriage, etc. After that, we come to the present paragraph. But then I slowly saw that not only was I not free, but my brothers and sisters were not free. Later on, Nelson Mandela realized that not only he, but also his brothers and sisters were not free. I saw that it was not just my freedom that was curtailed, but the freedom of everyone who looked like I did. So, this is the realization of Nelson Mandela. Later on, he realized that the people who are just like him, they were deprived of the freedom, or their freedom was curtailed. That was the realization of Nelson Mandela. That is, when I joined the African National Congress, and that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the greater hunger for the freedom of my people. So, here in this particular paragraph, we have seen the realization of Nelson Mandela, or we can say, what did Mandela realize? Here we see that he realized that not only he, but also his brothers and sisters were deprived of freedom. They had lost their freedom. Their freedom had been snatched. After that, he had also realized that his people had also lost his people also lost their freedom. Later on, this is the reason he joined African National Congress, and after that his hunger for freedom increased. Meaning is this: in the beginning he thought of the freedom of himself only. After that he realized that not only he, but his brother and sisters were also in need of freedom. When he joined African National Congress, then his hunger for freedom increased. Meaning is this, that he not only thought of his freedom, but he started thinking of the freedom of people. इस पैराग्राफ में हम मुख्य रूप से नेल्सन मंडेला क्या रियलाइज़ करते हैं, इस बात पे हम फोकस करेंगे। और ये पाते हैं कि नेल्सन मंडेला शुरू में रियलाइज़ करते हैं कि उनकी फ्रीडम ही केवल स्नैच की गई है, लेकिन बाद में उन्हें एहसास होता है नहीं, उनकी फैमिली मेम्बर्स जिसमें ब्रदर्स और सिस्टर्स हैं, उनकी फ्रीडम भी कर्टेल की गई है। बाद में उन्हें यह भी एहसास होता है कि उनके जैसे लोग जितने भी हैं, उन सारे लोगों की फ्रीडम जो है छीन ली गई है। जब वे अफ्रीकन नेशनल कांग्रेस ज्वाइन करते हैं तो उनकी जो हंगर है फ्रीडम के लिए, वो बढ़ जाती है। वो केवल अपने तक सीमित ना हो करके वो लोगों तक पहुंच जाती है। मतलब उनका जो फ्रीडम की चाह है वो केवल अपने तक ही सीमित नहीं है, बल्कि वो जो है लोगों की फ्रीडम तक पहुंच चुकी है। सो हियर वी कैन सी द एरिया ऑफ हिज freedom has increased. In the beginning, he thought only of his freedom, but now he was thinking about the freedom of each and every one. Now come to next one. It was this desire. Desire here refers to the freedom of the people. It was this desire for the freedom of my people. It is given. It was this desire for the freedom of my people to live their lives with dignity and self-respect that animated my life. Meaning is this thought of freedom of each and every one is very important in the life of Nelson Mandela. He had a desire that every people of South Africa should live a dignity, live with dignity and self-respect. This is desire of Nelson Mandela, that every people of South Africa should live a life with full dignity and he should live a respectful life that transformed a frightened young man into a bold man. Now this is the thought. This thought has transformed Nelson Mandela from a frightened boy to a bold one. So thought, what was the thought? Thought was of the freedom of each and everyone. Thought is that everyone should live a respectful life. A person should live a life with full dignity. This thought had transformed him from frightened young boy into a bold one that drove a law-abiding eternity to become a criminal. Drove a law-abiding eternity to become a criminal. That turned a family-loving husband to a man without a home. That forced a life-loving man to live like a monk. So these are the changes in the life of Mandela. These are the transformation in Mandela. So when he started thinking of the freedom of each and everyone, when he started thinking of the freedom of the people of Africa, South Africa, when he focused on this point that a man should live his life with full dignity and self-respect, at this point transformation took place in the life of Nelson Mandela. Earlier he was a frightened young man, now he had become bold. Now he had a courage to go against the law. And what was the law? What was the practice of what kind of policy was practiced there? That is the policy of apartheid. Discrimination on the basis of race, age, gender, color. It was practiced in South Africa. Now Nelson Mandela had a courage, or he had gained courage to go against this law. Now he had become a criminal because he was going against the law. Now this boy has turned from family loving husband to a man. Now this time Mandela thought that he had become a man. Earlier he was thinking only of the family. Now he was thinking of the whole African people. Now he started living a life without family, without home, and that forced a life-loving man to live like a man. Now this condition created the situation in which Nelson Mandela had realized that he was going to live a life like a monk. He is going to live a life without his family members. So in this whole paragraph we have seen what transformation took place in the life of Nelson Mandela because of his own thought of getting freedom for each and every people of Africa. सो यहाँ पे हम मुख्य रूप से इस बात पे देखते हैं, फोकस किया गया है कि नेल्सन मंडेला की इच्छा क्या है कि लोग फ्रीडम पाएँ, लोग अपनी लाइफ डिग्निटी के साथ, ऑनर के साथ, सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट के साथ जिएं। और ये विचार नेल्सन मंडेला को एक डरे हुए फ्राइटेंड यंग बॉय से ट्रांसफॉर्म कर देता है बोल्ड वन में। न वो बोल्ड हो जाते हैं और उनमें ये तीव्र इच्छा रहती है कि जो लॉ प्रैक्टिस या जो पॉलिसी प्रैक्टिस की जा रही है साउथ अफ्रीका में वो गलत है, उसके खिलाफ होने की करेज, बोल्डनेस उनके साथ उनमें है। और जो लॉ है उसको अगेंस्ट जाने की भी ताकत उनके अंदर या करेज उनके अंदर आ गया बिकॉज ऑफ दिस थॉट। साथ में दूसरा चेंज क्या हुआ, वो फैमिली लविंग हस्बैंड थे, अब वो एक लाइफ जी रहे हैं एक मॉन्क की तरह, जो कि बिना अपने फैमिली मेम्बर्स के रहता है, बिना घर के रहता है। तो इस पूरे पैराग्राफ में हम देखते हैं कि क्या क्या चेंजेस नेल्सन मंडेला के लाइफ में आता है, क्या क्या ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन उनमें आता है अपने इस विचार के कारण कि लोगों को अपनी लाइफ डिग्निटी, ऑनर और रिस्पेक्ट के साथ जीना चाहिए। See, I am no more virtuous and self-sacrificing than the next man. But I found that I could not even enjoy